Let's take a deep breath together. Now exhale. If you're a parent juggling a 9-to-5 job, a side hustle to make ends meet, managing school runs, after school activities, cooking dinner, folding laundry, nurturing a relationship, and maybe carving out 10 minutes of me time, chances are this is your first intentional pause today. And let's be clear, this isn't about Instagram perfect parenting. It's not about color-coded calendars, bento box lunches, or Montessori-themed playrooms. This is about real life. The raw, beautiful, and exhausting chaos of raising kids while also trying to stay true to yourself, your dreams, and your sanity. In truth, modern parenting has become less about caregiving and more about performance. We're not just raising children. We're expected to curate a lifestyle, stay productive, and somehow smile through it all. Let's be honest. Today's parents are equipped with tools our own parents couldn't have imagined, like Google at 3 a.m. when your toddler has a rash, YouTube tutorials on everything from breastfeeding to trigonometry, parenting forums with strangers offering solidarity and advice, access to child psychologists, behavior charts, and bedtime audiobooks, washing machines, food processors, and grocery delivery apps, and digital reminders. And yet, we're parenting in the age of chronic overwhelm and invisible battles, internet dangers, from online predators to exposure to violent or inappropriate content, screen addiction, the constant battle over limiting devices while being glued to ours, overstimulation, kids with shorter attention spans bouncing from one dopamine hit to the next, social media pressure, curated perfection pressuring parents to do more, be more, appear more, mental health crises, skyrocketing rates of anxiety and depression among both children and parents, especially moms. Back then, our parents may not have had parenting podcasts or Pinterest, but they had something that's becoming rare today, community, if aunties next door who helped watch their kids while you ran errands. Grandmas in the village passing on age-old wisdom through stories and lived experience. Elders who didn't need a degree in psychology to know when a child needed love, structure, or a firm talk. They leaned on each other. There were eyes on the street, open doors, and meals shared between neighbors. But let's not overly romanticize it either. Yes, they had community, but lacked the information, mental health awareness, and support systems many of us now fight to normalize. Many of our parents simply did their best with what they knew, but some traumas were passed down in silence or dismissed with phrases like, "You'll grow out of it," or "Don't be weak." So, was it easier back then? Then, more community, less information, fewer expectations of perfection. Now, more tools and knowledge, but also more pressure, isolation, and overstimulation. Truth, parenting was never easy, just different challenges, different tools. Let me know what you think about parenting then and now. Was our parents better at it? Let's talk about what parenting really looks like today. In this modern world, being a parent isn't just about nurturing and caregiving. It's become a full-blown performance. Every day feels like you're auditioning for the role of superhuman without ever getting a break from the stage. You're expected to pack nutritious, organic, allergen-free lunches, keep up with every new app, slang, meme, and an internet trend so your kids don't leave you behind. Respond to work emails by 8 a.m. and Slack messages by 8:01. Keep your home spotless and Instagram ready at all times. Be emotionally available for every meltdown, math struggle, and midnight question about the universe. And let's not forget, you're probably also building a business or managing a side hustle to survive rising living costs. It's no wonder most parents feel like they can't instantly spinning plates, and yet someone always hands them another one. We become so busy doing it all that somewhere along the line, we start to lose ourselves. And you sit in the car after school drop off and think, am I doing enough? Why does this feel so hard? How do other parents make this look so easy? But let me tell you a truth we rarely hear out loud. The problem isn't always your schedule. It's the unrealistic expectations that come with it. We're not tired because we're lazy. We're tired because we're expected to parent like we don't have a job and work like we don't have children, to nurture like we're not burned out, and build dreams like we've got unlimited time. This pressure to be everything, everywhere, all the time isn't just unsustainable, it's dehumanizing. Let's call it out for what it is. We are not failing. We're functioning under impossible standards. And once we realize that, we can start making room not for perfection, but for peace. Let's get real for a second. One of the biggest thieves of your time, peace, and joy as a parent isn't your job, your kids, or even your to-do list. It's perfectionism. We've been sold this myth that if we just work harder, plan better, wake up earlier, and hustle more, somehow we'll reach that golden standard of the perfect parent. You know the one with the color-coded pantry, the kids with matching outfits and homemade bento lunches, the spotless living room, the chore charts, the screen time limits met to the minute. But here's the truth. Chasing perfection is like trying to bottle a rainbow. It's beautiful from afar, but completely uncatchable. And trying to grab it will leave you exhausted and empty. Your children don't need a perfect parent. They need a present one. Someone who looks them in the eye when they talk, who listens even if dinner is just toast and tea, who laughs with them, not just manages them. Let go of the pressure to have a showroom-ready house, guilt over not cooking 5-star meals every evening, that silent comparison game you play when scrolling through someone else's perfect parenting feed. Instead, show up, be real, be human. Remember the tiny moments, the messy hugs, the goofy dances in the kitchen, the bedtime story you half read through yawns. Those are the moments they remember, not how clean the floors were, not how curated their lunchbox looked, not how perfect you seemed, but how deeply they felt seen, loved, and safe. So here's your permission slip. You can put down the cape. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You just need to be there as your whole honest self. That's not failing. That's parenting. We talk a lot about time, how to manage it, stretch it, maximize it. But let's tell the truth. It's not just time that determines how your day goes. It's energy. Time is measurable. But energy is personal. It's emotional. It's deeply human. You can have 3 hours free in the afternoon, but if you're mentally drained, emotionally flat, or physically exhausted, those hours mean nothing. Studies have shown that working parents, especially mothers, carry disproportionate emotional labor. That means keeping track of everything from school deadlines, groceries, doctor's appointments, sibling fights, and emotional check-ins, all at once. It's like having 15 browser tabs open in your mind, and you're still expected to relax when one of them crashes. Not necessarily from physical exertion alone, but from emotional labor, constant multitasking, decision fatigue, and the pressure to show up for everyone else. All the time. You're not just tired because you're busy. You're tired because your energy is being pulled in 1,000 directions, and none of them include you. So let's flip the conversation from time management to energy stewardship. Here's how to treat your energy like a precious resource. Because it is, schedule breaks like meetings. Put them on your calendar. Protect them. Even 10 minutes of stillness can reset your nervous system. Rest without guilt. If you're tired, rest. Full stop. You are not lazy. You are listening to your body. Say no without explanation. Saying no to others can be saying yes to yourself. You are not rejecting people. You're protecting your energy for the things that truly matter. Choose joy over hustle. You don't have to earn your right to smile, nap, or dance in the kitchen. Let go of being a machine. You are a human being, not a human doing. Because when your energy flows better, your focus improves. Your parenting softens. Your creativity returns. Your patience multiplies. And that's the version of you your kids love most, the one who's alive, not just functioning. And here's something powerful. Your children are not just watching your routines, they're watching your spirit. They're learning how you handle stress, how you treat yourself, and whether rest is respected or ridiculed in your home. When they see you breathe, laugh, stretch, say enough for today, or step back from burnout, you're teaching them something more profound than discipline. You're teaching them life management, not just time management. Because when your energy flows better, so does your day, so does your home, So does your peace. So the next time you feel like you're falling behind, ask yourself, is it time I need? Or is it space to breathe? Let's talk about something every parent wrestles with: kids and chaos. Here's the truth: children don't need to be constantly busy. They need balance. We often mistake their restlessness as a problem, when really it's just energy without direction. Think of your child's energy like a wild river, untamed, powerful, full of potential. It's not bad. It's natural. But like any river, it needs banks to flow with purpose, not destruction. Here are a few practical tips to guide that energy without burning yourself out. Match their high energy windows with physical activity. Kids weren't designed to sit still all day. So when that after school energy burst hits, channel it. Go for a walk or a bike ride. Let them kick a ball around, dance in the living room, or do a silly YouTube workout together. When they've had a chance to release that energy, you'll notice how much easier everything else becomes, from homework to bedtime. Create simple, predictable routines. Not rigid military schedules, just rhythms. A known order of the day helps them feel safe and reduces meltdowns. Wake up, eat, play, rest, repeat. It gives them a mental map, and kids thrive with that. Let them be bored sometimes. Yes, bored. Because boredom is the soil where creativity grows. They might use it to build a spaceship out of cardboard, invent a new game, or take apart your smartphone to see how it works. Okay, that one might sting your wallet, but hey, that's an engineer in the making. The point is, when we overschedule kids, we rob them of the chance to imagine, innovate, and self-regulate. Introduce calming rituals. These can help wind down their energy gently. A bedtime story, no screens, just voice and imagination, a short nature walk after dinner, soft background music or ambient sounds instead of overstimulating shows. And these small rituals signal to their minds and bodies it's time to soften, time to rest. Because here's the magic formula: a balanced child equals a calmer home. And remember, balance isn't about eliminating energy. It's about guiding it. You're not trying to make your child less loud or less active. You're helping them become more in tune with themselves. And when that happens, your days run smoother, your home feels lighter, and parenting becomes less about surviving the storm and more about dancing in the rain. Let's get honest. Most of us aren't craving more productivity. We're craving more peace. But in a world that celebrates doing, achieving, and staying busy, peace often feels like a luxury. I want to challenge that. Peace isn't the absence of responsibilities, it's presence within them. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing the right things with the right energy. So, here's your new formula for parenting peace. And honestly, life peace, progress is greater than perfection. Stop aiming for flawless, aim for forward. That might mean you didn't cook a 5-star dinner, but you fed your family. That's progress. You forgot picture day at school, but remember to hug your child before bed. Still progress. Celebrate the effort, not just the outcome. And reform is greater than rigidity. Routines are helpful, but they're not prisons. Life happens. Kids get sick. Plans change. Your energy fluctuates. Instead of trying to control the clock down to the minute, flow with a rhythm. Mornings are for getting grounded. Afternoons are for output. Evenings are for reconnecting and winding down. It's flexible, forgiving, and far more sustainable. Energy is greater than time. Let go of the myth that you need more hours in the day. You don't. You need to guard your energy for what matters most, pouring into your children with love, not with fumes. Showing up to work with intention, not resentment. Saying yes to what aligns and no to what drains. When you start managing your energy instead of obsessing over time, you'll feel the shift. Less panic, more peace, less guilt, more grace, less rush, more lush. Because real peace isn't found in the perfect to-do list. It's found in knowing what we're doing and letting the rest go. Let that be your superpower as a parent, as a partner, as a person. Let's drop the filter for a second. We all want to raise confident, kind-hearted kids, emotionally intelligent children, and young adults who understand balance, boundaries, and the value of rest. But here's the truth most of us struggle to say out loud. You can't model calm when you're drowning in chaos. You can't teach self-worth while constantly neglecting your own. You can't preach balance if you never stop moving. Our kids don't just hear what we say, they absorb how we live. They learn how to handle stress by watching how we react when plans fall apart. They learn how to treat others based on how we treat ourselves. They learn what enough looks like from how we measure our own success and failure. You're not just managing a household, you're shaping a lifestyle, one that will echo in your child's inner voice for the rest of their life. So ask yourself, are they watching you rest or run yourself into exhaustion? Do they see you laugh or only hear you sigh? Are they learning that they matter by how you show that you matter? Because when they see you take a breath, they say no without guilt, or sit down to eat a full meal. Instead of multitasking through life, they're not just witnessing time management, they're watching life management in action. And that's where real parenting magic begins. Here it is, your official permission slip as a parent, partner, and person. To rest and not feel guilty. To say no, even when it's uncomfortable. To make space for laughter, stillness, and joy. Not just checklists. To teach your children that balance is strength, not burnout. Because one day your child won't remember if every dish was done or every box was ticked. But they will remember that you laughed, that you made pancakes in pajamas, that you stopped to dance in the kitchen or sit still in the sunshine. When they see you laugh without needing a reason, breathe without rushing, choose grace over the grind, they won't just learn how to function, they'll learn how to live. You are not a robot. You are not a machine. You are a living, breathing example of what it means to be human. So be kind to yourself. Be whole, not perfect. And know that showing up imperfectly is still showing up with love. You're not just raising children, you're raising future adults who will learn how to care for themselves by watching how you care for yourself. Let them see joy. Let them see you live. You don't need more hours in your day, you need better rhythms, deeper grace, and the quiet courage to focus on what truly matters. Because you're not just raising kids, you're building a life one choice, one moment, one breath at a time for them and for you. Thank you for watching. If this spoke to your heart, please share it with another parent who just needs a moment to breathe and the reminder that they're doing better than they think.